Hello everyone, welcome to this video. Couple of weeks ago, The Sims 4 got a recent update for the game, and it was followed also with a minor update a little bit later. I did make a video about that. It was delivering some bug fixes and it also delivered some content for the base game. If there is any major update for the game like this one, which should deliver at least 150 bug fixes, there is usually an issue with new bugs emerging, and it's no different this time. So in this video I will go through some of these bugs and we will discuss them, and as usual you will be able to find the link to the EA forum where you can report your bugs if you're experiencing something new, or you can reply to existing ones in the description below this video. The very first bug that I'm gonna talk about is bug or bugs related to the most recent event that we have in the game, which is called Lady Bridgerton's Masquerade Ball, and it's a login event. I did make shorts which cover which rewards you can claim each day, and I had responses of some of you that you can't claim certain items because of different reasons. There are two current issues which you can find reported on the EA forum. One of them is called Lady Bridgerton's event not registering logins, and the second one is Lady Bridgerton's event is not working, gnomes trying to fix message. I play on a PC, I don't play with mods, I play completely vanilla, and I had no issues with this event, but that doesn't mean that you don't have issues with them even if you don't play with mods. I know that there is usually an issue if you play on a console, and if you don't have your account linked properly, it doesn't allow you to claim rewards. So I would recommend you to check that first. If your EA account is linked properly, so it registers your logins, that is one recommendation. And the second recommendation is that if you're experiencing any of these issues, try to go to that forum. I'm gonna link those two threads to the description box below this video, and maybe you will be able to find some fixes in the replies, because other players came with some suggestions which I can't verify if will work or not, but you can try it yourself. The next bug report is relevant to the Lady Bridgerton's event, and it says Fluttering Hand Fan, fan yourself interaction is missing. The hand fan you can get through the event can't be used, even though there's a way to use it in the game files. I did have a few questions underneath my short video related to this reward if the fan is functional, and I did say it's a decorative item and it doesn't have interactions to actually use it. So based on this report in a game files there is a possibility to use it, and I believe it was actually in a trailer or in some screens related to this event that you were able to see that the Sims were able to use it. So this bug report has currently a status which is verified, and hopefully it's an issue which is gonna be fixed, and that means that the fan will not be only decorative but hopefully also functional. Let's move to another bug which is related to royalty and legacy, and it says that Sims change dynasties, or you will have a constant message after loading that your Sims joined Dynasty. This is the bug that I have been experiencing since the latest update as well, since the very first moment that I updated my game, and I find it really annoying. And hopefully we will get fixed for this issue really soon, because report has already status of saying validating fix. In the most recent update, one of the features for the base game were base layers which were added to the game, and we have a report that is complaining about the turtleneck base layer that we have available, and it says turtleneck base layer looks bad visually around Sim's neck. The turtleneck base layer top does not look visually great on a Sim's neck. I've checked in all swatches and it appears bad with all of them. If you have seen the video where I'm talking about this May update and about base layers, you maybe remember that I was complaining a little bit about how visually bad these base layers look. If you look closely on any of these base layers, you will find out that they don't really have any texture and they are painted directly on the body of the Sims. I am no expert. I'm pretty sure that people who create custom content for Sims will be able to tell you a bit better, but this is how it appears to me. This bug report has status which says upcoming fix, so hopefully at least the neck part of the turtleneck will not look so bad. Let's move on to another bug, and again this is a bug that I have in my game as well, and I'm really annoyed about that because that's one of the bugs that should be fixed in the most recent update, and it hasn't been fixed, at least not for me, and I'm not the only one who is experiencing any issues related to the scandals again. And we have a report which says scandals have indefinite times after patch 1.124.55/2.33. And this user says that their ferry got a scandal yesterday pre-patch. It's now up to 80 days still post-patch. After making a successful apology via computer, the timer jumped to 318 days. So pre-patch acquired scandals are not working properly. I cannot say for post-patch acquired. And this user edited their post. Added a post-patch scandal, my werewolf made a successful depile statement and the timer jumped to 27 days. And I am personally experiencing that the VFX icon related to scandals, which is flashing above the head of your Sims which got into the scandals, is still appearing above their head, although it should be cleared for all existing save files. For me personally, this bug is quite frustrating, and it's very strange that if I launch the game, I don't have this VFX icon above their head for a little period where it's cleared, but then it appears after some time of playing, let's say 10 minutes, maybe even shorter, and then it doesn't go away anymore. And if I close the game and don't play for a couple of hours and launch the game again, it's not there for a little while and then it appears again. So it is very strange, and I will hope that they will come with another fix for this. The most recent update in May was focusing a lot on improvements related to autonomy and also improvements related to infants and toddlers. And there is another bug related to infants when they are sleeping in their crib. This bug says, infants not falling asleep in crib, try go night night. Since the new update, I've checked in with all of my sim homes with infants, 3, and all of them who were in bed sleeping were found sitting up awake. This happens all the time with the toddler sims, but as soon as you unpause the game, the toddlers lie back down and fall asleep immediately. However, I had to tell the infants to try to go night night. Also, I purchased the new infant playmat for all 3 households, and now the infants will not fall asleep in their cribs when they are put down. Fed with clean diapers, energy down to about half, etc. All ready for bed. I'm having to tell them to try to go night-night, even though the action says they are trying. I get a warning about putting the infant down for a nap, but they have been. They are just not falling asleep like they used to. They do usually have a cry, and the parents soothe them, but this is different. They are in happy mode and are just not falling asleep. Other players are experiencing similar issues, and this report has a status of validating report. I did try to replicate this bug, and I can't 100% confirm if I'm experiencing the same issue, but there is definitely something going on with the sleep, because it's much easier for my infants to fall asleep on the playmat than in their cribs. And also what I have noticed is that if you are saving your game and your infant is asleep in their crib, if you launch that game again, your infant will be awake. They will usually go back to sleep again, but I find it really strange because if you're saving the game during the interaction that your sim is sleeping, I don't think that they should be awake when you boot the game. Another reported bug is that you can't bathe your dogs in your game right now, and I went to playtest it and I am also experiencing this. When I was playtesting this, my sim picked up the dog, as they would usually do if it's a small dog, and they would carry them to the bathtub, but it ended with a picking up interaction, and then they would just put the dog back on the ground, and that's it. So I tried to queue it up multiple times. I also moved the bathtub that there are no obstacles around it, and the interaction is not happening. So hopefully this is gonna be fixed soon, because this report is having a status of validating fix. There are multiple reports of objects being misplaced. For example, if you will look for a basketball, you will find it now under kitchen and miscellaneous decorations. And if you think that the basketball is a weird miscellaneous decoration for your kitchen, what about this palm tree? This is obviously not a game-breaking bug, but hopefully it's gonna get fixed as well, because I can imagine that new players who are not familiar with certain objects in the game will just expect that the categories will work as they are intended. As I said at the very beginning of the video, these are just some of bugs which are reported. I didn't go through all of the bug reports because I would be here till tomorrow, but I would like to hear from you which are the bugs that you find annoying, or which are the bugs that you are experiencing in the game, even if I didn't talk about them. If you found this video helpful and you're not subscribed to my channel yet, please consider to subscribe, like this video, hype it or share it if you want to, and I hope that I will see you in some of my other videos really soon. Thank you so much for watching, and bye for now.